it takes to keep our minds and homes clutter-free? Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Women Talk with me, Nadia, Azmi. Now for this episode, I want to start off with a question to everyone. Did you know that clutter, whether it's the clutter in your homes or the clutter of thoughts in your minds, that can actually cause significant health and emotional implications? That's interesting to know because in today's episode, which is called Goddess of a Healthy Home, Declutter Your Life, we're going to find out why and how clutter can make this happen and how we can declutter our lives to create a vibrant and healthy home. And for that, we have two guests in the studio. Let me introduce them to you. First, on my far left is Suraya Rahman. She is a lifestyle and clarity coach. Welcome to Women Talk, Sue.
Thank you, Nadia.
Yes. And next to Sue, we have Ziha Saleh. Ziha is a singer and actress. Welcome to you as well to Women Talk.
Thank you, Nadia.
All right, Sue and Ziha. Sue, I want to ask the first question to you. Now, why do you think women, in the first place, I think some of our audience members are like nodding their heads. Yes, I have a lot of clutter and junk in my home. I didn't know how that happened. Why do you think this happened in the first place among many of us women, especially?
When you mentioned decluttering, there are two things.
Okay.
Very, very clearly, physical is what you see around you, what's
right.
around you. And then the second one is your mental.
Okay.
And mental, why you need to declutter? Because you never stop thinking. You know, when you go to sleep, you dream.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up, you'll be thinking, either you'll be thinking about your dream or you're thinking about what's happening today, what's up in the agenda for the day. And then, but somehow, for women, there's also the baggage.
Baggage. What kind of baggage would that be?
Emotional baggage, mental baggage. Because the thing is, when you talk about a woman, it has so many roles, you know, and therefore, different roles require different KPI. So trying to hit all the multiple KPI as a mom, as a daughter, as a wife, sometimes as a boss at work. Yeah. So all these kind of things, it never stops. It just continues in the mind. And unfortunately, in today's world, there's no shutdown. It's not like a light switch where you can just turn it off.
Yeah.
But here, when you talk about decluttering for women, it's constantly ongoing. And also the pressure of, you know, keeping up with the Jones.
Yeah.
Trying to be the best. That is always
to have the
most difficult part. But the thing is, if they don't have all this, they are not alive.
So it's the pressures of life
Exactly.
around us, that surround us on a daily basis, that cause us to clutter. So the emotional clutter that we have in our heads, that translates or converts into something physical. So that's why we see all of these things in our homes.
Yes, correct.
And we don't know how we got there in the first place. That's
Yes.
exactly, it's hilarious,
Yes.
but it's a problem. It's a problem. Now, Ziha, what about you? You're a singer, you're an actress, you have two kids at home as well. A lot of things to juggle, a lot of things to manage on a daily basis.
Correct.
Do you think you're guilty of cluttering?
Yes, of course I'm guilty. But sometimes for me, I need to keep my balanced life for a better and healthy life.
Yep.
So make sure I have to focus every day. I need to positive myself and also susun atur kehidupan jadual harian.
Not just yours, but your families as well, your kids.
Yes, correct. Also my kids as well. They have the schedule every day.
Yeah.
And also for me as well, have the schedule. And also enough sleep. For
Enough
me,
sleep.
to more focus and do the housework and also kerja di luar dengan baik. Yes, focus and positive dengan tenang.
But how to balance? I mean, we always talk about balancing things in our lives between work and family life, home life. So, you know, you're an actress and singer, you have your shows,
Correct.
you have your shooting. How do you strike that balance?
I will make sure that I need to keep it like, for example, this week I have full week of shooting and make sure for next week I have full week that I focus on my kids.
Okay.
So for in that case, I can ada sifat toleransi and also kerjasama with my husband.
Yeah.
We do talk and discuss about our schedule every day for next week and also next month. So it's about, we don't have like nanny and also maid in the house. So basically I run everything myself, 100%, and also with my husband. So
job.
we do manage, yes.
Yeah. So you run a tight ship.
Correct.
Amazing.
It is.
Yeah,
So besides
communication.
getting your sleep, getting enough sleep, it's also important to communicate with your partner.
Correct.
Because you need that help. You need
Yes.
to delegate help as well. And also you have to plan ahead efficiently.
yes.
Right. Okay.
Correct.
Now, Sue, can you elaborate a little bit more about that connection between that physical state and the emotional state?
Have you heard of paralysis analysis?
Okay, not those words, two words together. No, separately maybe. But what does it mean when it's termed like that?
It's when you overthink. When you overthink, to do this or not, is it okay or not? So when you keep on, all of that is in your mind, it freezes you because you cannot move. So this is why, see, when there's so many things that's happening in the brain, you cannot focus.
Yes.
And then it actually translated outside. Whether you believe me or not. But the thing is, if you are thinking too much, it shows on the face because you cannot focus. And then I love what Ziha said about communication. This is where communicating what's inside of you is important. Yeah, and then it will also be helpful when the partner is a
good listening partner.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is a real partnership. There's no such thing as 50-50. The word balance is about being able to fulfill the needs of everything.
Yes.
But not necessarily it's very fair.
Correct.
Because if you try to compartmentalize or try to equate, okay, this one 25%, 25%, no such thing. Certain things require a little bit more.
A lot.
And certain things you can be a bit more lax on it, be a
You
bit
have to learn to
chill.
let go a bit and be accepting of, that you can't be perfect,
Correct,
right?
yes.
So Ziha, you are nodding. I'm sure you can
Yes.
relate, but we'll find out more about your experiences and thoughts about this balance concept right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Women Talk. Today in this episode, we are talking about Goddess of a Healthy Home, Declutter Your Life. But before that, let me just give an illustration of the scenario today. Now, there is a rising number of Malaysians, particularly in big cities and urban areas, who are developing a disorder called hoarding. Of course, I think Sue probably have met some women who are facing this issue. What are the things that could be preventing them from making that first right step?
I think in the first place, when you mentioned where people are hoarding, this is, I think, a lot of ladies. A lot of ladies have got clothes that, someday I'm going to fit into that.
Yes,
It's in the closet, and it could be like, it's 3 years ago or 5 years ago, but it's in the closet because thinking, one day I'm going to fit into that. So this is actually one of the form of hoarding, right? First of all, practice gratitude. I would actually say, bring the clothes out and then say thank you. Thank you for being with me.
I don't know how many of us actually practice that, but yeah.
I mean, this is one thing that you can do,
Yeah.
You say thank you for being with me, and I have enjoyed it. Then maybe instead of just immediately throwing it away, what they can do is think of somebody who would benefit using it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
In a way that's being respectful towards the things that you have,
Yeah.
because you're being respectful towards the money
Yes.
The worth and the
earned
value. Yes.
to purchase, to actually
Exactly.
attain those things.
Yeah.
Hard-earned money.
Correct.
And then, sometimes you actually have to wait for a long time before you can afford to buy that
buy,
stuff. But the thing is, it's either no longer in fashion or no longer fits you.
Yeah.
So say thank you. After you say thank you, then think about finding it a new home. Because finding it a new home and blessing somebody else the opportunity to use it,
Yeah.
that will lighten up your mind and also make you feel good because you know that it's something that you love is
And
going
it'll
to
be taken care of.
Yes,
in the
exactly.
next pair of hands.
Yes.
So it's first gratitude. What's
Practice
next,
gratitude,
Sue?
you know, and then learn to let go.
Yeah, that's a big, I think, hurdle that most women face is the ability to let go.
Because why you cannot let go is because you live in the past. Hey, remember, today is the present.
Yeah.
It's a present, it's new. So shouldn't you be more excited about what's new and what's coming? Because the more you carry the more of the past that you carry today, the more it will stop you from moving forward.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like it or not, the world is continuously changing. And if you are not preparing yourself to change with the world, I mean, of course, I still enjoy my music in the 80s, so you know how old I am.
I get it.
But the thing is, when it comes to practical day-to-day living, I feel that, you know, it's about today and tomorrow. It's never about yesterday, because I cannot do anything.
Like macam shooting ke ataupun event, right now, at the moment, I can choose apa yang I rasa sesuai untuk keadaan I sekarang. Contoh, kalau cerita tu terlalu panjang, kadang-kadang episod ada sampai 30 episod kan sometimes, so I cannot choose that for this particular time, and I just let go.
So again,
don't rush.
Selective.
Yes, correct.
And learn to let go.
Learn to
can't
let
have
go.
everything.
You cannot have everything. Your mind, your health is more important. Okay? And then I akan pilih lah. So for now, I akan buat yang short movie ataupun short drama. Okay. And after my short drama, I can focus on my kids, and also then only I boleh here and there celam-celup ambil events. Macam tu.
Ziha, how do you remain disciplined and consistent in these strategies and techniques that you have told us just now?
Started from young. Dari sekolah lagi, my mom is so garang person. And then from there, yes, of course. And then from there, I dah start dengan discipline. And also, I will not stop jadi discipline person. And also, I continue for my kids to see what I'm doing every day, discipline life. And then, yes, of course, you learn to be a good person every day, and will lead you to be a better person. And discipline.
Words there. It's true. Wise words there from Sue and also Ziha. Now, in the next segment, we want to talk about minimalism. We'll find out from our guests after the break. We'll see you. Watching Women Talk with me, Nadia, and in this episode we are talking about how to declutter your minds, your emotional state of mind, and also your life, your homes, in order to create a vibrant and healthy life. There's also that concept now that is being talked a lot about on social media, for instance, on becoming minimalists. Practicing minimalism, where we only buy the things that we need, the things that are necessary, and so we live with as little things as possible on a daily basis.
Yes.
As a mother, do you think minimalism is possible?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
I use the concept must or want.
Okay.
Must mean by hook or by crook, I must have it.
Right.
So I will ask, what is it for? You bring them to a long question and they get bored, and at the end they say, okay, no need lah.
So is that psychological?
Yeah, because, you know, especially like toys.
Yeah.
Whenever my son wants to buy a toy, then I ask him, how long are you going to play with it?
Right.
And then after you've played with it, what can you do with it? You know, if you cannot find any other uses than just that one time play, is it necessary to buy?
So it's not a solid yes or no just like that, but it's also, there's a storytelling behind
Correct.
it. A reasoning, you have to rationalize, do you need it or you don't need it? Ziha, yes, you are a celebrity, and there must be this sense of keeping up with things, keeping up with trends, being at the same level, at the same par as your celebrity peers. So how do you not get into that so much?
For me, when I get married, I learn a lot. Passion. every day is new things for me to learn, and also becoming more apa orang kata matang dalam kehidupan atas perbuatan apa yang I buat. Like I like the way that you said, be responsible on what you post on your social media. It would be hurt for some people because they don't have it, and after I have a kids, I cut everything like to share more personal things and also privacy. I just share about my works and career. About personal thing, I cut it. I think like macam this one is more like pengalaman dalam kehidupan.
Right.
Like when you met so many people, you learn a lot about other people's as well.
Yes.
If you didn't met any other people's, you will not learn about this particular situation.
Okay.
Either you want to be a good person or you want to be not responsible person. The answer is after I get married and after I have my 2 kids, I want the best for them, and I want to be a good idol or a good role model for my kids.
Exactly.
So I cut anything that can be hurt other people's, see what we have.
Yes.
And also like I cannot keep up for everything, lifestyle, trendy or brands. For me, you focus on what you need. Like you said just now, is it must or you want it?
Yeah.
It's a must or you want it. So yes, of course, I dah start train myself untuk pilih sesuatu perkara yang dalam kehidupan itu adalah perkara yang hanya terpenting sahaja.
Okay.
Actually, it takes time. It takes time for me. After 2 kids, I mean like macam 3-4 years ago lah, I start slowing down myself. I start slowing down my social media lifestyle. I just post whatever that important and motivate people, but not really motivate people as well, because sometimes I think I'm not enough. I'm not a good person as well. Low key, and also like
be thankful.
Be thankful for
yes,
correct. Be thankful. Sentiasa bersyukur.
Yes.
And then from that, you limit yourself and set the boundaries.
Very good, fantastic advice, strong, good advice to our audience, especially to our women audience, and not just those. You don't have to be a celebrity to implement
Correct.
this in your life. Sue, lastly, before we bid our farewell, what are the daily habits that can help us keep the clutter at bay while protecting our mental well-being? Very briefly, Sue.
Okay, briefly. When you start to do physical decluttering, then you have what we call everything has a place, everything in its place. When you have that, when you see everything is nicely arranged, then you will have a you tend to think, should I declutter? Should I make it? Should I mess it up? Okay. Then the daily habits that can actually, in a way, distract you from being immersed back into this physical decluttering is, number 1, I would say exercise.
Okay.
Okay, because when you exercise, then you'll be more alert. And when you're more alert, you can actually look at things clearly, be more focused, then you will do your work better. As whatever things that you're doing in life, everything will become better. And then besides exercising, then journaling. Okay, journaling is actually to help you to stop the internal thoughts. So you put it down on pen and paper, and it will clear your mind, and also you will find that, you'll be more organized.
Thank you so much to Suraya and Ziha for this very insightful conversation on decluttering, a problem that many women probably think are not very serious or significant in life, but it is. So remember everyone, decluttering is just as much about emotional liberation as it is about physical space around. All right, thank you to our guests for joining us today. Now, please do say hi to us on social media. You can find us at Women Talk TV3 and also at TV3 Malaysia on social media. I'm Nadia Azmi. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a good weekend, everybody.